Hello, welcome to a video where I do a Doom of Macayatl. I'm going to do one with game sounds off and talk, and then I will do another run with game sounds on, because I play better with game sounds on, and I just won't talk. So this first one might be a little bit rough. It's not going to be perfectly executed, but it'll get the general idea, and I'll explain what's going on as I'm going. The Lithic Scepter spec, he damages the boss directly, so even though you don't have a lot of accuracy, you're healing while you are using the Lithic Scepter, because it's one tick in League's Demonic Pacts that I'm in right now. But then the Scepter spec does damage, guaranteed typeless damage. So that's why it's better than the Sang Staff until Car Phase. Then on Car Phase, we put the Sang Staff on to try to get more damage because it has a higher max hit. I think the max hit's like 5 or 6 more. Don't fact check me on that. I really don't know. Let me see. I look up max hit at 109 is 35 with the Sang Staff, and Lithic Scepter max hit at 109 is a 26. So I'm pretty sure that's a massive freaking difference. Holy, I didn't know it was that significant. Oh, 35. 35 versus 26. So 9 extra max hits. That's pretty big. You could go crystal body and all that kind of stuff if you want to, maybe. Like, I don't know if you bring full crystal for car phase, then you lose a lot more food, and I don't think that's gonna save you that much damage. Maybe. Anyway, let's see how this goes. So for the first 2 or 3 waves, you just face tanking the boss and thorns. That's why I've got Justi, Dragon Fire Shield. These Echo Boots have recoil, the Suffering has recoil, and then regular thorns. So I'm just blasting this boss, and I should be using the Lithic Scepter specs. As I said, you can anytime you see 4, you can tap it, and it'll proc on 5. Like, if you see a 4, tap the special attack. If you want to use your special attack as fast as possible. Just as soon as it says 4, click it. 1, 2, 3, 4, click, and by the time it regenerates, it'll instantly use the 5th. It's not that big of a deal, but if you want to be as quick as possible with your Lithic Scepter specs, that's the way to do it. For the grubs will get taken out by the Lithic Scepter spec, so if they are 1 tile away, like if they're adjacent to the boss or anywhere under the boss, the Lithic Scepter will destroy them. But in the later waves, when you're doing grubs during the shield phase, it's actually better, I think, to kill the grubs with the Lithic Scepter directly rather than specking, because you want to save your spec for as soon as the shield phase ends. Like, you want to be fully charged and then triple spec right out of this enrage phase or this charge phase. That way your DPS is as high as possible coming out of this. So it pops 1, 2, 3. Massive damage. Trying to kill it as fast as possible outside of that after the charge. Okay, wave 4, the last boring wave where nothing really interesting is happening. You're just face tanking the boss. The damage from the explosion at wave 4 and 5, I think, is 80 damage, and then at wave 6 plus, you're getting hit 99s. So you basically, as soon as the shield explodes, you're gonna want to heal up. Oh, I should be using Lithic Scepter specs to kill the grubs right now. Alright, now that we're on to the car phase, let's outline the strategy for car phase. So, for car phase, you're going to go in, you're going to start hitting the boss like normal, like I just did. Then, when the boss gets to charge phase, you want to be 99 and then start overhealing. So if you are not 99 HP, if you are struggling on HP, like 60 or something, you need to eat 2 food, you need to get up to at least like 95. That way, by the time the explosion happens and you get hit for 80 or 99, depending on if you're on 5 or 6 plus, you're overhealed above 99, and you are able to tank a grub maybe if a grub gets in, and get into a good position and start tanking stomps from the boss, because sometimes it's more efficient to take stomps from the boss than it is to run and try to find a safe spot. The stomps only hit for 30 damage. You heal that in 15 hits from the Lithic Scepter anyway, so I think it's faster overall to just tank the stomp sometimes, unless it's a super easy, chill, safe spot that you're going to get to. So as soon as the explosion happens, eat 1 or 2 food. You have time because the boss is immune to damage after the charge phase and it explodes and hits you for 9. Is immune to damage for 2 food worth of eating. So eat 2 food in that time if you want to, need to. And then get into a good position near the edge. I have this 1 tile marked because I've just been too lazy to mark the others. But that on either side of the boss and all 4 sides of the room is a great tile because it lets you stand here and then the boss is going to go to directly to the east and you just step up 1 tile. And the key is minimizing movement while you can damage the boss. So you want to get to this position as you eat your food, right after you get hit by the explosion, and then just start damaging the boss from here. Constant damage the nonstop. Then you waste 1 tick moving out of his way, nonstop damage again. So you don't want to waste any time moving because every tick you're moving, you're losing 17 damage, expected damage because you're 100% accuracy, max 34 or 35. You're expecting 17 damage every tick you lose. And normally you're getting stomped with the boss at like less than 50 HP. So if you're moving 3 or 4 times and not damaging the boss, you're tanking another stomp, or you're just taking longer to kill. So let's see that in action here. Let's see if I can execute what I just said. Okay, so we're going to lithic scepter spec, try to get the boss below 75%. Perfect. Okay, because we're 99 HP, we don't need to eat food. Now we're just going to tag some grubs so that we can lithic scepter spec. Okay, we're going to eat a food. Get on the boss. Dump our lithic scepter specs. Put on the Sang for higher max hits. This is where you could optionally run to a safe spot. Here we get out of the way so we don't tank the damage. And then if you're on the higher waves, you can move back to position and have them go the other way. On wave 6+, if these rocks are in a really convenient position, feel free to try to run to one, save 30, 40, save a couple Crom ones. But at the same time, because you're moving 5 or 6 ticks, that's 70 damage you just lost out on for movement. So sometimes it's better to just tank the damage. And let's see that here. So lithic scepter, very important. That way you can lithic scepter spec, get them to 75%. Okay, he's below 75. Now we're going to tag some grubs. We're going to eat some food. I feel like there was a rock that was going to land on my head, so I dodged it. Okay, here it's a super free don't damage me situation here, so we might as well use it. Run over here as well. I feel like that might damage me, so would have been fine. And then the boss is dead. Hallelujah. Let's do that again. We're lithic scepter specking as fast as we can. Now it's below 75. We're just over healing. We're getting ready to run to one of the green tiles. Okay. This one, I could technically run for it, but I'm just going to tank it. Miss 1 tick of damage. So I took 1 stomp, and the boss is dead before the second stomp. So overall, I used 1 food technically there because I kept healing and healing and healing, right? So I only had to use 1 food to get back up to a decent HP to start the next wave. So at the cost of 1 food, I managed to just kill the boss extremely fast. That's some unfortunate. Honestly, I would like to be higher HP, but sometimes this is just the situation you find yourself in. Eat some food, Sang staff, eat some food. We'll lithic scepter spec this. Okay, there's no rocks nearby, so again, we're just going to tanky. Waste 1 tick to move up. And the boss is dead. Let's go. And that was a 2 food situation. instead of a 1 food. But that was a PB even. Run over here. Great melee. You do kind of want to start in terms of positioning on one of his almost corners. That's how I would describe it. Oop. Wasn't doing a good job of doing damage there. We are way overhealed. Let's go. Oops. Wasted. Don't waste time moving back into position. Just live with the fact that you wasted 1 tick of healing. Heal up. Again, no rocks nearby. We'll tank the 39. Damage the boss. Heck yeah, tied my PB. 1 food. Happy day. Descend. Yeah, we're running out of safe tiles for poison freeness, aren't we? Okay, I wanted to start on that tile, not on this tile, but oh well. I got humble acid from the boss. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and heal. But I didn't need to. I was 93 HP. It's fine. I really didn't need to eat that food, but we'll eat some food here. Again, nowhere nearby to get a good amount of healing in. So, wow, that was fast. That was PB. Let's go. Honestly, could have taken longer to heal. Goodness, didn't get any heals off. I did it again. I didn't run to the right tile. Got the boss below, and I'm not even sub 99 HP. We'll try running over to this green just for the fun of it. See if that puts me closer to... No, it doesn't, see? I could tell just because of... Come on. Damage, damage, damage him! Kill him! Oh, it's so annoying to tank that stomp like that. Do I start at 86? Might as well, right? See if I can out-heal it a little. Wasted a lithic scepter spec, but I'll heal back up to 14 scepter charges anyway, right? Gosh, these grubs are taking forever. Okay, there's a decent safe spot there. Too late for me to go to it. I was too indecisive. And 1 tick off of the KO again. Okay, I think I just leave here. I don't know if that's a PB. I don't know. That was a decent run, honestly. That was very good. But you can imagine here, you only need to get to delve level 16 for the combat achievement. If you want to go for that with this method, just taking a few brews. You use 1 or 2 brew doses, maybe 3 per wave. You're super chilling. Easily can get there. So I'm honestly not even going to record another run. I think that was very smooth. Can't beat I think that ties my PB, honestly. And I don't want to risk losing the teleport. I really like those, so I don't have to use the amulet to Kastori. Okay, so we're gonna leave. And if you found that helpful, educational, we'll run over the demonic pacts that I've got here. Let me turn stretch mode off. Pro tip: just turn stretch mode off. You can see more of the tree here. So we got the overhealing, tons of overhealing. Then we've got tons of accuracy. We have prayer penetration because we're still doing demonic gorillas, and I did the Hunliff. But 3 tick whip, not really used here because we're just using the 1 tick trident, and we're healing with our water runes. Then we have maxed out thorns, where this is the one that's really fun. Is this one the 0.1% per defense level to reflect all damage. Every once in a while you do like a whoosh whoosh and you have fire spiral up around you. That's this thing going off and hitting the boss. So that's the whole tree. None of these are really relevant because they have to do with my weapon if I'm using melee. But thorns wise, that's all the relevant demonic pacts there. And then if you want to see the combat gear, there's the combat gear. Full Justi, DFS fully charged, Echo Boots, Suffering, and Thorns. Lots of damage on recoil, and that's really what makes this possible. You know what? For curiosity's sake, you can end, educationally wise, feel free to leave there. I'm going to go try bringing Crystal and see if it lets me skip any stomps. Let's just go look at the stats really quick, and then we'll see. Because you see there, I'm always ending with, like, if I bring the Crystal, I'm guaranteed to only have to tank one stomp kind of thing is my thought process. So if I switch into Crystal while I'm eating, so I eat Crystal, in terms of, like, doing the 2 food if I need to, my magic damage percent is plus 13. This makes it 19. 13 to 19%, that's not worth it. Like, there's just no way. Right? 13 to 19, that's an extra 6%, maybe 1 or 2 max hits. I don't think that would be worth it. Not at the cost of 3 food. So, definitely just go all Justi. And there we go. End of video. Good luck. Hopefully you get the boots before I do. Here, I'll show you my... I think I've lost like 2 eyes just because I don't need the eye. But I've got 3 eyes, 2 cloths, and no boots. So sad, I want the boots. I'm here for the boots. Oh, it's like an ending video. Goodbye.